cut this can off. So it's pinched in there. So we're going to have to cut one of these seams to release that pressure. Watch, it won't come out now. But we need to chisel, open that up just a little bit. Okay, well, it's kind of a well, it's not a failure completely, but I can see where we have issue. Unfortunately, it's not going to work for what we're trying to do, because we didn't get a vertical press on it, so that's unfortunate. What I don't want to have happen is it to come flying out of there. Because we didn't vertically squish it that way, we got lots of these cracks forming. So what needs to happen for this to be viable to be used, which is not for this challenge. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean all these up. We're going to soak this in WD-40 and heat it up, flux it, and press down vertically on it. What we need to do is we need to chop these ends off and get them cut down. We're going to do that with the angle grinder. We got to clean out all these crevices here, every single one of them, and go from there. Okay, now what we're going to do, we need to go put this in WD-40. You can put it in kerosene. We're going to use WD-40 with it. And we're going to let this thing soak in that WD-40. I have our piece in here. It's a little hot. Not bad though. The thing is, I don't want to get my fingers caught in here. And we're just going to let that soak in there. Yeah, this really isn't all that bad, to be honest. I would have much preferred it to not be all unwelded on the corners, but what are you gonna do? So it's just one of those things. I had a feeling we were gonna have to vertically press it. We might not have got it hot enough, but all we can do is try. We got to wait for the other 2 cans to show up so we can do another can and try a different process. So that's what we're doing. This has been sitting in here for about 48 hours. Take it in the forge and heat it up. Pretty good. All right. So we need to get this really clean
Really only got to get it clean on two sides. We got to figure out which side is going to be our feather side. So we are going to do that right now. Well, I think what I'm going to have to do is we have to cut this off, and let's just get as gritty a belt as we can and try and knock that back. So, let's see if we can't knock this stuff off. It's really cool. So, we got it cleaned up enough. We're going to go put it in the vise of our horizontal cut saw. Hopefully it doesn't jump. I'm kind of holding it slightly to kind of make sure that it's not going to jump off. I'm going to grab some gear oil here. All right, this is pretty hard stuff. Well, it's not hard. It's not mild steel. It's not necessarily going to want to cut this very well, especially with how thick this is. And this is an old machine too, so you need to get better blades, basically. These are brand new blades, but they're just Harbor Freight blades. I don't think it's long to cut. Let me see here. I mean, we're still pretty good. Is it sitting down like it should? Yeah, it's sitting down like it should. It's not wanting to pop up, so there's no reason why it should be acting the way it's acting other than it just doesn't want to cut it. Make sure we spin, all the blocks are spinning. I mean, I could lower this down a little bit more. Let's try that. Let's just lower this down just a little bit more here. Go a little better. I mean, she's still good. Let me adjust the belt here. Might need a new belt too. Who knows? That's a slower blade speed. And we're creating chips. Just doesn't want to. WD-40 gear oil, they work great. Seems like the WD-40 allows you to clean out the kerf a little bit. I'm happy if these blades will be able to finish this cut, because they aren't made for these. I mean, this is a knee old high carbon, but when it's cut, you can see it built. Damn it. Just need to be patient. I just need to be patient. So impatient. It doesn't like that extra little bit of weight on it. So, this is why we don't necessarily want to buy cheap shit. There's just a brand new blade and lost those teeth right at the weld. So that's why it's skipping. It's popping off. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Chop this up and throw it in a freaking can. Well, this is what you get for buying cheap ass blades. Blades won't cut any farther. They just keep on stripping out the teeth. So brand new blades. Yeah. I didn't want to have to cut this with the angle grinder because you don't always get the straightest to cut. And we're gonna have to just order some blades, some actual blades that'll do the vertical cut. It's the only way to do this. You gotta cut a slice off of it. I mean, you could do it with an angle grinder, but damn. We'll pick up episode 4 when we get the new blades. So thanks everybody. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay safe out there. Be well. And as always, Forge on.